Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining Kasey and I. I'm Jennifer Marshall, co-founder and executive director of This Is My Brave. Case, it's so good to see you.
Oh, always good to see you.
Thanks
So
for doing
good.
this.
Oh, thanks for having me.
We are going to flow a little bit, I think. But let's talk first for a second about some upcoming This Is My Brave things that we're so excited about.
Hmm.
First, I have my necklace on from Fashionatomy.
I love that.
It's a brain speech bubble, which is a
Hmm.
conversation starter, which is all about, talking openly about mental health. And Rami and I had an awesome conversation end of April already now. But
Hmm.
if anyone is interested in winning one of these beautiful necklaces, go back and watch our crowdcast. And then we're going to pull all the email addresses from the folks who watched, and we're going to give away one of these beauties. So
Oh, it's awesome.
check it out. And then I also wanted to remind people Sunday is
Hmm.
the
The
teen
teen
show,
show. Woo!
which we cannot wait for everyone to meet our incredibly brave teens that are so talented. And so getting ready for that Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Okay.
And tickets are on sale. They're $15. And it's only going to be available that day. And then ticket holders get 24-hour access for the replay. So grab your ticket because you do not want to
Awesome.
miss this.
Awesome.
And then lastly, Brave the Storm coming
Right.
up June 11th to the 13th. We're going to get out and walk and run and bike for mental health.
Awesome. Oh, those are great things.
I
Amazing.
love
The teens, I can't believe it. That's amazing. Just so brave.
their stories are so different and um, inspiring
Yeah.
and creative. So I can't wait for people to meet them.
I'm just so proud of them too. It's amazing
I am too.
during this time. So, speaking of brave and things and those types of behaviors, I wanted to do a little bit of work with the heart space, the heart and the neck, throat, chest. So you have two different chakras here, center energy points, the heart and the throat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 5 and 4, 4 and 5. Now, the heart is where we hold a lot, like here to here, and we talked about this before on our grief episode. It's where a lot of grief is held, a lot of heartache, obviously, is held. Um, a lot of pain can obviously is held in this area, and then as well as compassion and joy
Mm-hmm.
and happiness is also held, and it's not just over here in the front. Everything always goes from here to here, from like a circle. um, and then the throat piece, so then that's right here, as we all very well know. The throat then connects, you goes to the back, to the neck,
Mm-hmm.
to the shoulders. So one of the things I truly believe is going to start to happen as we begin to go out into the world um, is people are going to experience a whole slew of emotions.
Mm-hmm.
I believe one of the biggest ones is going to have an impact on their ability to be vulnerable,
Mm-hmm.
because for so long we were somewhat isolated, right?
Yep.
Like even if we've slowly, like I've slowly been coming out and about, but I still haven't been around around. It wasn't like it was obviously a normal school year, things like that. Like we weren't going to events. You were doing conferences. By the help of you, and This Is My Brave, had been to a few conferences,
I only
and
did one. Yeah,
well,
but
you did go, but
just one. But yeah, you're right. I mean, for so long we were just kind of being safe and being home and being in one place maybe and not going out as much. And so it's going to be different, right?
it's going to be different. And here's where it will be different, because I would have ventured to say that when you went, I think you were in Florida, right? Or wherever you went. You went to a conference I saw. And here's where I'm going to have people like want to use the tool I'm about to teach is when you know that you're about to go into a situation where being vulnerable might be a challenge for you. I'll say a few things just off the top of my head. You could travel for the first time, like going on an airplane and going to visit like a resort where there'd be a lot of people. You could, for me, like a thing that is really difficult for me to go to, should be simple, but it's not, is like my children's sporting events, because I want everything to be like, I want, it's always like peace, love, happiness, like namaste. I'm like, I know y'all need to win and I know that's really important, but I just still think we all need to be friends. Like, but there's competitive, and I'm only competitive like with myself. I'm not competitive with like others. So it's hard for me to be in that environment. And then you could go somewhere as easy as the grocery store, depending on how isolated that you've been. It's going to be the places where you typically know this might be a little bit uncomfortable for me. And there's going to be a lot of emotions that come up, and they can shock people.
Yeah.
You know, sadness, anger. I think there's going to be a lot of anger and frustration, because even with the, like, just Hayes got home from school yesterday and he goes, "Oh, Mom, my teacher told me that we don't have to wear masks on the playground on the 29th. And then I was like, well, I think it's actually tomorrow. And then I got an email that stated that it was tomorrow and not the 29th. So the confusion, like all those things, they're going to make us be like, oh my God, so do I have a mask on? Do I not wear a mask? Can I not? We just, the rules, we don't know them. So much so, and everybody's going to have a different response to them, especially when it comes to the masks. So what I want to teach is it's just a very simple thing. It's nothing like groundbreaking, but it's something to do to prepare you before you go into a situation where you feel vulnerable. You can take anywhere as short as 1 minute to 5, 10, 15, or 20 minutes. I would say the more challenging the situation, and you know it's challenging, i.e., if it was challenging pre-pandemic, it's going to be more challenging now. So just, you know, people should know that. Okay, so all you need to do is find yourself in a comfortable seat. Okay, and make sure you kind of tuck your tailbone a little bit, because a lot of times when we're in our seat, we tend to like do almost like the cow position or cat position, like where your spine is not straight. So tuck the tailbone and engage your core a little bit, and you can even tighten your root lock, the seat. You know, tighten it up a bit, and then go ahead and begin to close your eyes and place your hands either on your thighs or wherever the hands tend to feel the most comfortable. Okay, and just take a deep inhale in through your nose. Open up the mouth and release. One more deep breath in. Open up. Okay. Now begin to just breathe normally, but deep inhalations and deep exhalations. Okay. Now bring your hands to your shins. If you're in crisscross applesauce, would be the best position. Okay. You can go ahead and, as I begin it, open up your eyes and look at what I'm going to do, and then we'll do a few rounds together, because I think I'm going to do 3 exercises. So here it's going to be a modified version of cat cow. I might turn to the side so people can see. Yeah, okay. So you're going, when you inhale, you're going to lift your shoulders up, back, and down, and press out like that through the thing. You can see it. Then you round on the exhale forward. Inhale, up, back, and around. We're working with the heart right here. So really feel that pull, push, rather, and then exhale and roll, shrug those shoulders up, back, and around. Inhale. Exhale.
This feels so good.
Yep. Inhale. Open it up. Exhale. So the more dramatic, the better. So inhale, puff it up deep. Exhale, round. Reach the shoulders up towards the neck and then roll it forward. There you go. Good. Okay, now do 2 more of those. Deep inhales. Deep exhales. Roll. 1 more. Open up. And then roll forward. Now just close the eyes. Bring your hands to your heart space. Place them right at the heart. Close your eyes. Tuck the tailbone again. Protect your low back. And breathe. Feel the heart expand. One more deep breath.
That was so grounding.
Okay, so real quick, that's all you have to do. Another great place to do this, don't make fun, but shower. You can totally do it in the shower. Water is very cleansing, very grounding, very healing. You can do this before and you can do it after. Probably really good idea to do it after too, depending on how you responded to the event. The next one is for your throat. Okay. And so what you're going to do is first, I'll cue this. I'm just going to walk you through it. So you're going to roll the shoulders up, back, and down a few times. I think sometimes it's easier for me to do it this way. And then do forward like that. Okay. And this is where you and I are going to really benefit. I mean, I need to watch our ear pods. Open up the jaw. Like side to side, unlocking it. Even sometimes you put your fingers here just to press it up and down.
Yeah, that's so good.
I know, it's like a little quick massage to how much you hold here, so much. So we're going to inhale and we're going to go to the left. And then you're going to dramatically open up the mouth and you're going to exhale, and as if you're like spraying to the right. So you're going to and then inhale to the left. Open up the mouth. Inhale left. Open up. Now come back to the center. Inhale up. Open up, go down. Inhale up. Inhale up. I'll just come back to center, close the eyes, breathe. All right. So that one's a good one to go if you know you could be in a situation where it might be a challenge to speak.
Yeah.
And then when you get back to be able to like, it's like you can even do that and exhale it out. We don't even realize how much when we are unable to speak our truth and to really be honest with our emotions and our feelings, how much gets stuck right here. So even just a nice little massage and just that just vibrates some of that energy out.
Yeah,
okay.
That felt so good.
I'm doing these backwards, so I'll tell you the order.
Okay.
Basically, if you do this before you go out, I would do it in reverse. So I apologize, I didn't start that way. So with this last one, all you're going to do is it's going to be child's pose. And
Okay.
but you're connecting your third eye point to the mat. That's your point of intuition, your point of wisdom. And a lot of times, what's going to happen when we're out in the world and we're out in these situations where these emotions are going to come up, we're going to feel as if we've lost our connection to our intuition. And our intuition, I believe, is our connection to a power greater than ourselves. You can call it God, universe, love, whatever it is. But when we're out and about and our mind starts to chatter and get in the way, we typically feel as if we've lost this connection. So this is just something that I do to kind of reground that connection, reconnect that connection, and it's a physical movement. So you go into child's pose, and I think, yeah, you can see. So your arms are spread out wide in front of you, and then you place the forehead and that third eye right on the mat. And then just begin to turn the head like side to side just a tiny bit. I want the connection of the third eye to still be there. And you just massage it out just a little bit. And then come to center. So hands are reached out in front of you. Your third eye point is connected to the mat. And here's where you can set your intention or your request or your prayer or your wish. Maybe knowing what situation you're going into, you ask for the guidance and the strength, and that your connection to intuition is strong. And so you speak from a place of love and not a place of fear. And then slowly begin to bring your forearms, bend the elbows back just a little bit. And it's almost as if you're going to go into forearm plank. You come up a little bit at halfway. So it's like this. See, can you see? Yeah. Forearm, right? Okay. And then you just take your forehead forward, place it, tap it onto the mat, engaging your core and your belly, and then pressing yourself back and then forward. So just a few of these, a few taps. Deep breath. Yep. And again, that intention, that prayer, you can be saying it to yourself as you're doing it. You can simply repeat a mantra. You could say, I am brave. I am wise.
I am wise.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am love.
I am love.
And just press it one more time. Slowly press back to child's pose. And then slowly press yourself up. So
that was very grounding and centering.
Yes, so they are, like I said, so just let's try to remember your 3 points. So your point of intuition, your throat, and your heart. So before you go anywhere, remember we need to connect to our intuitive point. We can connect to, if you want to call it a source of love, so that then we can be able to communicate better, so then that we could put more love into the world. Those 3 things. If we could just all go and do that, maybe we could go out into the world. It'd be easy. I work at it. I have to work at that every day. So just remember, and you could literally do one touch of the intuition, one of the like one, and
Mm-hmm.
then one, and that could be it. Like it could be,
Couple
that's just a,
minutes and feel that grounding. Yeah.
exactly. Just, it's just a one step thing that gets you thinking, okay, I'm connecting to my intuition, to my voice, and to my heart. And I'm going to use my heart to use my voice, to use my intuition. It's like those three things.
So powerful and so
Yep.
simple and such a great thing to have in our toolbox. Kasey,
Yep.
thank you so much.
Ooh, all the brave teens on Sunday could use this little tool before they get up and do their speech. I know how hard that
I
is.
might have to do that with them as we get centered in the crowdcast and get
Mm-hmm.
all set so that they're ready to get their stories out in the world. So it's been a
Totally.
long time coming. But Kasey, thank you so much
Amazing.
for this Tuesday
Yes.
flow and um, just great practice to be able
Yes.
to come back to. So it's going to be, a new world out there when we're getting out, but
Mm-hmm.
having this can make it a little easier. So thank you.
Totally. Awesome. Well, thank you. Namaste.
Namaste.
All right.
Have a
I'll see
good
you
rest of
soon.
your Tuesday. Thanks,
You
Case.
too. All right. Bye.